Hello, hari ni 1 Januari 2026. Ya, dan maafkan saya. Um, Hari ni saya nak cakap tentang saya punya ChatGPT summary. Okey, maafkan saya. Hari ni saya nak cerita tentang rumusan dari ChatGPT saya sepanjang tahun 2025. Okay, kita akan go through one by one. So, disclaimer, ini adalah ChatGPT yang saya guna ChatGPT account UPM saya, account pelajar. Jadi, we start with one by one. So, kat sini bila saya tanya dia tak ada jawapan yang personalized, special ChatGPT rap. It's just based on apa yang dia dapat sepanjang tu lah. Macam tak tahu ayat dia kata macam ni. Dia kata year with ChatGPT tak available but they still can create unofficial. So this one is unofficial one lah. So apa yang berlaku pada saya punya ChatGPT? We read one by one. So first one is you in 2025. Caption dia kata dia bagi dua jawapan tau, so saya akan baca je dua-dua. So the first one dia kata who you were in 2025, you were a quietly driven person. You didn't rush for attention. You work consistently, ask questions, revise your work and try again. You are the type who want to understand, not just finish, feel uneasy if something is unclear, and improve things step by step instead of all at once. You move forward even when you feel unsure. And then another answer is it says that a quietly determined person. You don't rush, you don't brag, but you stay. In 2025, you keep refining instead of giving up. Ask again when things were not clear and improve work step by step. It's the same thing lah, it's just how dia punya language style. Okay, I think I prefer the second one lah. So caption dia kata kat sini, you are the type who finishes, not just starts. And then nombor 2, is a practical thinker, not just a dreamer. You always ask question like, is this relevant? Can this actually work? And is this suitable for farmers, students or participants? You don't like the ideas that are only nice on paper. You prefer useful, applicable and realistic solution. You are grounded, not realistic. And ada jawapan juga dia kata yang same thing lah, saya adalah orang yang growth oriented, not comfort oriented. Because in this year, I choose final year project stress over easy routes and leadership roles over staying invisible and responsibility over convenience. You didn't always feel confident, but you still show up and carried the role. That's a growth. And then it also said that a nurturer by nature. This shows clearly in your inclusive program for students with disability. Because before this, saya pernah tanya pasal few question lah about making a program with autistic children. And then ada mentorship ideas. This is where I try to construct a program for my club, which is called as Horti Buddies. Kita nak buat macam buddies macam tu lah. But just brainstorm lah dekat sini. How you simplify explanation for others? Yes, I usually ask easier way or things yang understandable untuk saya boleh deliver to other people. For example, if the answer from the lecture note is quite complex and hard to understand, for me, I ask ChatGPT to simplify it so that I can understand or use an easier or simple terms. And you care in naming programs meaningfully. Yes, exactly. Throughout my year, during in the organisation, I'm having a lot of struggle to naming a program. Since past 2 years, I already started to stressing about naming a program so that the program title are relevant until the next year. And Alhamdulillah, I did it, and I'm very, 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 very grateful for that. Thanks to ChatGPT a lot. And ChatGPT have been giving a lot of ideas, and with your idea ChatGPT, I came up with something that is very good and now is accepted in my organization. For example, like Hortilympics. Yes, Hortilympic. Now this is our third year. So we are the first one. The first session that start Hortilympic, and I'm very, very proud and glad with my team that we are able to come up with the idea Hortilympic, and people know that program for our organization. And also our last year dinner, we named it as a Mashur, and that title very meaningful for me because it's an abbreviation. Dia macam tu, Mashur mean Majlis Santapan Horticulture. Macam tu. And I really like the name because it shows how prestige. Macam tu lah. You get the vibe. So, yeah, naming program have been quite stressing for me, and Alhamdulillah last year have been much more easier. Actually, the first question is how to came out with Hortilympic name. It was the hardest. Oh no, actually there's another one. Safe Warm. Safe Warm is like literally the most. I don't know. I don't think it was a good name, but it has a very good meaning. So there's also a lot of help from ChatGPT. So Safe Warm, Hortilympic, and we have Mashur. And there's other thing also, maybe I could not remember everything. So and then it says that you don't just manage people, you care about how they experience things. You are a gentle leader. Thank you so much. Okay, and then ChatGPT also said that I am a responsible academic. You don't chase easy A, you chase a correct method, clean data, proper tables, supervisor ready work. You worry because you care about quality, not because you are weak. You are academically mature. Alhamdulillah. But I don't think so. And so that they say that you were a people-centered leader. You naturally thought about students with disabilities, juniors who need guidance, participants who need clear instruction, supervisor who need clarity. You lead by consideration, not control. And then it says that you like a meaningful names. Yes, exactly. You like a well-planned modules. Of course. Clean slides and simple explanation. You are not chaotic creative. You are actually intentionally creative. I love that term. That sounds good and it sounds correct. And also, you are a detail-aware perfectionist, the healthy kind. You double check concentration. This is for my FYP, I think. Ask about replication, yes. Care how the tables look, one slide to be neat and simple, yes. And sometimes you overthink, but your overthinking come from responsibility, not insecurity. You are a refiner, not a careless perfectionist. Thank you so much. I'm actually overthink everything, and that's not a perfectionist. It's just I keep everything in here. Most of it did not able to came out as action, especially right now. And then emotionally resilient but tired. Let's be real. In 2025, you were capable but sometimes drained. How do you know? Motivated but occasionally overwhelmed. You are strong but not untouched by pressure. I am disagree with that. Yet you never quit. You adjusted. That resilience. I love to hear that, but I think I'm done with I'm done with not giving up. I think this is the peak time where I feel like the most time that I feel like I wanted to give up. very long story. And next, we talk about, it says that a builder, not just a participant. In 2025, you didn't just join teams, you chair meetings, you design modules, you name programs, you build structure from scratch. Oh my god, that's exaggerated. You like having ownership. You are a builder type person. It's just because of the assignment. Sometimes yes, sometimes it's not about academic, sometimes it's the curricular activity. And then next, if I had to describe 2025 you in one sentence, it says that a thoughtful, responsible, quietly ambitious person who is learning to trust their own capability. I'm sorry, my English is so bad. I would like to repeat it again. If they describe my 2025 me in one sentence, listen carefully. A thoughtful, responsible, quietly ambitious person who is learning to trust their own capability. I really love when it mentioned learning to trust their own capability. And I'm still learning to trust my capability. And most of the time, especially right now, currently, I I feel like wanted to stop. Not wanted to stop. I feel like I've lost the interest to keep learning and trusting my own capability. Yeah, I downgrade myself a lot, and maybe before this it's not that much, but now I think I lack of loving myself. I cannot appreciate myself anymore because I'm too disappointed with myself actually this year. Not this year, just currently. Yeah. Okay, next. And it also said that emotionally aware but private. You reflect deeply. You like meaningful discussion about self-worth. It's okay not to be okay. Oh, this one is for my assignment for Lex. But you don't overshare. No, I'm actually very scared to share my problems, personal problems to people. You process quietly. That's very correct. You grow internally. You are emotionally intelligent, just reserve. Talking about emotional intelligence, January Anis Fahana will not believe, oh no, January me will be so proud of me of December. Yeah, January Anis Fahana will be very proud of December Anis Fahana because currently there's so many things happen currently, and one thing that I'm very very glad to feel is I am capable to communicate better when when I'm having a crisis, my personal crisis, and I'm able to overcome it different way, and it was better. And even my friends praised me for handling that crisis. So I was like, yeah, I did it. And thank you so much. Yeah, because I learned from mistake. I learned that people are hurting because of what I'm doing, because of my action. And I hate to see people get affected because I believe that uh, people should not being hurt, but it's okay if I am the one that's getting hurt. So I cannot accept if someone else is having trouble and it is because of me. That would be very, 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 very bad thing that I can feel. And now, I think I can handle it better because I learned to communicate, I learned to deliver my sadness, anger, in the correct way. Before this, I reserve everything. Like everything I reserve. I thought that it is okay. But it turns out I feel that, that emotions coming together and become like monster. And I was like, almost having a very, very hard mental breakdown and everything. And okay, I need to talk about that. So I already talk a lot and then no need to talk about that. Okay, next. It also said that, what I was saying. One truth you might not realize yet. You often ask for reassurance because you care about doing things right, not because you are incapable. In 2025, you were more ready than you felt. I don't get which part of me is like that. No. Okay, then if I had to sum up you in one line, this is another answer. In 2025, you are grounded, thoughtful builder who leads gently, works seriously, and grows quietly. Thank you so much. But I don't work seriously actually. Seriously, I don't work seriously. I'm very playful when working, especially in team. Especially working in a team. One truth you might need to hear, this is another answer. Maybe the language style is different. You may not feel outstanding yet, but your habits already belong to someone reliable, capable, and respected. That's not accidental. That's who you became in 2025. Wow. Okay, that is all. That's all answer. I dah baca semua. Both answer. So what do you think, Anis Fahana? Why ask Anis Fahana? Okay, that's all from me. Talking about my ChatGPT unofficial personal summary of 2025. Dah. Bye-bye. Terima kasih dengar.